Alright, so here's the back of the headlight. Coming off the main light, there's 3 wires. And coming off this either daytime running light, there's 2. And go to the 4-pin connector. So that's that basic connector that then connects up front to a harness that they provided, which comes right into here. So that's that same 4-pin, and it comes out with 2 white wires and a brown wire. So what these do is these 2 come back, and part of it splits off into this here, which this was planning on going to the headlight switch that they provided, which I'm not using. So some of these leads, I believe I'm going to need to go to my handlebar switch, which is the same one that you got up here. And then the rest of that coming off the handlebar leads taps into the stator wires, which basically just puts a jumper in between the stock wire and it runs it up into there. The other wire that came off of here, which was the white and the brown, comes back and it connects to the tail light. So that comes back here to the 3 wires on my left hand here, come out of the tail light. So that brown wire and the white wire coming from up front in the headlight. This other brown is just a ground. So I was going to tie that up to the ground off the battery or somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. So my thought was I could probably use this harness that came with the headlight and tail light. Doesn't seem all that complicated. The other stuff I have to wire in would be the 2-prong brake switch, which looks exactly like yours based on those pictures. So I need that tapped in to, I think, one of these brake lines in here. Not quite sure how to do that yet. Got to figure that out. Then for the fan, it did come with its own wiring harness, so I can hook that up if I want to. It's just simple cable there, comes through, comes into a fuse, 2 leads to the battery. So the fan can be pretty simple if I want to use that, or do I figure out how to tie that in to the other wiring harness? That's still up in the air. Next is the key switch. I decided to put a key on this bike. You know why. So maybe it won't get stolen. I don't know. 4-wire on this. Actually, sorry. No, it is a 4-wire. 4-wire. It is just a 2-position switch. It's either on or off. I don't have the wiring diagram for this, so it's going to be kind of hit or miss to see. So hoping to tap in to something there to get that to hook up. Basically the main power line, I'm hoping, from the right side, which is my orange wire right there of the battery. So I've been told that that is the hot switchable feed that shuts off after like the 10 seconds or whatever. And then you just still have the standard stuff up there from the same headlight switch that you got. And I mounted the same horn that you have down here. So it's got its 2 prongs ready to go. Got to figure that one of those leads has got to go up to the handlebar switch, and the other one, from everything I'm reading, shows it going to ground. But it didn't sound like you agreed with that. But anyways, that's kind of where it's at. So I also have my grip heaters that I've temporarily wired up. They have a switch up front that was on the headlight mask, and it's connecting to the left and right grip, and then it's got its power lead coming in down the frame. So I could try to get all this together to make sense and basically make a nice harness, either with parts of these or completely starting over.